Forget the 11 Invis Hydra attack. This is the real deal. No RC charge. Just 4 Invis spells, a rock-solid plan, and unmatched consistency. This strategy guarantees perfect days in Legends League and can take you straight to the top of the global leaderboard. Ready to dominate? Let's dive in. Here's the army you'll need for this strategy. It's crucial to only have Yetis in your clan castle. We don't want to accidentally clone an archer or a goblin, so make sure to delete anything that isn't a Yeti from your CC. You can see the pets and equipment set up here, and the full army link is in the description below. In this video, I'll show you my live Legends League attacks, explain my thought process, and break down exactly how I execute this strategy. Alright, enough talking, let's jump straight into it. Alright, let's jump into the first attack. Before removing the air sweepers with the Queen, the first thing you want to identify on a base like this is the Scattershot and the Monolith. Now, since the Scattershot is on the side, we'll attack from that side, right after funneling with a sneaky Goblin and Drag. After, we'll plan to destroy the other Scattershot, later using the King with a Sui dive into the compartment. The great thing about this base is that the Monolith is positioned close to the Town Hall. That's a big advantage because it allows us to target and take down both the Town Hall and the Monolith with the Yetis in the clan castle. This setup is super clean and efficient. Now let's see it in action. And there we go. Both the Monolith and the Town Hall are now down. Now it's time to use the last sneaky goblins to funnel for the King. Once the funnel is set, we'll send the King into the opposite side to take out the Scattershot compartment. This step is key to keeping the attack clean and on track. This is why I prefer using the King rather than the minion Prince. The King got so much value. Now that the King has done its job, we'll shift our focus to the Royal Champion. The main goal here is to keep the RC alive by using the invisibility spells. However, it's important to note that you don't always have to use the invisibility spells on the RC specifically. Use them wherever they're needed most to support the attack. One big adjustment I've made is saving the invisibility spells for the end rather than using them early. This small change has made my attacks so much more consistent, and honestly, I rarely fail now. Alright guys, looks like we've got a box base now. This type of base is perfect for our Hydra army. When using an army like this, the main focus is always the Scattershot, the Monolith, and any single Infernos. In this case, everything is nicely grouped in the same area, which makes our blimp super valuable. To start, I'm setting a funnel and taking out the air sweeper so I can guide the army exactly where I want it. Since the blimp will handle most of the right side, I'm directing the army towards the left side, the core, and a bit of the right side too for balance. I always try to delay the blimp slightly so I can activate the Warden's ability later and closer to the core of the base. This attack is going perfectly so far. We're taking out defenses from all directions and the Royal Champion is perfectly positioned to clean up the core. The Ice Golems are a little annoying, but they won't be an issue. We've got this covered. Our Yetis from the CC are still taking out defenses on the right side. Yeah, I'll just drop an Invis spell to make sure we're taking out the Monolith. It looks like our RC is getting some serious value now. I think it's time to send the King on the opposite side to take out the compartment across from the RC and clear a few heavy defenses. Now it's time to stay a little patient and give it some time. Popping an Invis to keep the RC alive and to retarget the merged cannon towards the King instead. With both hero abilities activated, we're doing some serious damage to this base. I think it's safe to call it a day and yet another 3-star. Alright, here we go. Another box base-ish layout with the Town Hall sitting right in the center. Since we can see the Monolith and the Scattershot are grouped in the same area, that's where we'll start. But first, we need to remove the air sweepers using the giant arrow. Once that's done, we'll send the army to target the Monolith and Scattershot directly. It's always a good idea to use the Queen as part of the funnel when possible, but in this case, taking out the air sweeper takes priority. When you attack a base like this, you always want to send your blimp to the core. The goal isn't just to take out the Town Hall, but to clone strategically and take out strong core defenses at the same time. In this situation, I know raged fire spitters can be annoying as hell, so the goal here is to take out at least one of them with a Town Hall. If we're lucky, we might even get 2 of them down. Let's get the core cleared and keep the attack going strong. The army seems to be going on the correct route, straight towards the Scattershots, which was the goal all along. The Monolith was priority 1, and the Scattershot was next up on the list. As you can see, sending the RC with the army itself is so powerful. Look at how much value we're getting. It's crazy! Now we just gotta stay patient, pull your feet up on the table, and relax and enjoy. Alright, I think it's time for the king now. Just gotta wait a few more seconds. I'm setting up a path for him to get into the last compartment and take out those final defenses. And there we go. Another 3-star in the house. Trust me, you'll love the army once you start using it. It's doing wonders in Legends League and even in Champ Clan War Leagues and esports tournaments. I've been loving it, and I'm sure you will too. For this next attack, we're up against an Invis Rage Ring base. These are usually tough with the standard RC Charge Invis army, but with our strategy, it's way easier. I start by sending the Queen to take out the Air Sweeper and activate the Invisibility Tower without losing her instantly. I didn't get the Sweeper this time, but I did activate the Invis Tower and take down the enemy King, which sets us up nicely. Now, since the Monolith is the biggest threat here, and a Sui into it would be too risky, I'm sending the main army straight into that area to handle it, and I send the Blimp into the core to take out that area before the Invisibility Tower activates again. Let's see how it plays out. The good thing about cloning the Yetis is that usually, even if you miss the Air Sweepers, the Yetis will take them out. Alright, that didn't quite go as expected, but that's alright, we can still recover this. Remember what I said about not having to use the invisibility spells on the RC specifically? Well, this is a perfect example of just that. Let's focus on the Town Hall for now, and use the invisibility spells to take it down. There we go. Alright, since the army took out the Scattershot on the opposite side, we're going to wall break our way into the one here and send our king in to sue it. There we go. Then we're going to send another super wall breaker to open our way into the next compartment, so we hopefully can take out that area with the king as well. Now it's all about keeping that king and RC alive to get as much value as possible and use the king ability into the next compartment. Now ain't that a beautiful recovery? The base is practically gone now. Just a little patience and revive the RC and it's done. No matter how much you mess up with this army, you can always do a comeback and recover nicely, as long as you know what you're doing. Now the thing with this army is that you will oftenly only have your heroes left by the end of the attack. But that's because we kind of sacrifice the main army towards the main defenses, so don't worry if you see your army dying. And that's a wrap, Clashers. With this Hydra strategy, you've got everything you need to dominate any base in Legends League. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more epic strategies. Also, let me know in the comments what you want to see in the next video. Whether it's breaking down another army, tackling specific base types, or something completely different, I'm open to new ideas. Just tell me what kind of content you want, and I'll make it happen. Until next time, keep clashing, stay legendary, and I'll see you in the next video.